The following presentation does not
represent Australian opinion or intellect.
Fake news, folks. Fake news.
Are you Muslim?
He should have been slapped as a child. He's a spoiled little freak rat who's probably being treated like a prince.
I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
You also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
Hang on, turn on.
What's happening here? Who sat here? This is weird.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't sign here for a month. When was the last time you both came in?
I'm waiting for a phone call.
From what? Me?
Huh?
You always do that. You say you little
Worried to me.
What do you mean?
I feel like I haven't been
Because
here
you're wearing clothes.
such a long time. It's really hot in here, though.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
I'm just saying, we need to get a fan or something in here.
All right, Your Majesty. What do you think I've made of money?
You know what? I've got a fan.
What do you mean?
I've got a fan.
I know what it, I love the emotion. I've got a fan.
I've got a fan.
I've got a fan. Little fan, oh little fan. You feel the breeze. The macho man.
Oh, that's good.
Nah, dude, I told you. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. Dan Soto, I think his name is. I sent you that clip, didn't I?
Which one?
Macho Man, hang on.
Oh, yeah, I think you did.
Hang on, wait. I'm pretty sure this works. Yeah, it does. Hang on. Don't complain about the noise. You bitch about the noise every time.
First 20. Oh, did you cook meat for me like I'm a fancy?
Larry did.
Oh, Larry.
Larry!
But yeah,
Because you didn't like it raw. You wanted it a little well done.
Yeah.
There you have it.
That's really rocking the hip-hop world. That's bad news.
You haven't seen this,
Now we're up to
Monica?
4.
No, I've sent it to you, didn't I?
I watched the guy interview.
Are you
the guy who
serious?
said it happened.
Watch this.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was. What was his name? Was something Savage? Savage?
Ronald Savage.
Randy Savage.
And he's very believable when you watch him. I mean,
Oh, you better watch out. I'm gonna molest you. Africa Bambaataa. Yeah, the Zulu Nation touching my wiener when I'm a little boy. Really got into it. Started thrusting into his hand, yeah. Came all over the place. Yeah. Zulu Nation, you were there, you were watching. By the way, this meat cooked is delicious.
damn
By
good
the way,
Randy Savage.
Him,
That's a
Macho
great
Man Randy
Savage.
Savage, eating a steak, describing a rape.
It's man on boy. Very disturbing. Oh, love my steak cooked medium rare. Nothing I like more than having a nice piece of cooked meat talking about man-boy love. Yeah. It's the most purest of love. Talking about a very Spartan sexual relationship. Yeah. An older man caring for a younger boy. Very big in Greek mythology. Yeah. They would fuck them so they'd be comfortable going to war. The sacred battalion. Yeah, they would form a phalanx. Yeah, the little boys in the front and the men in the back. Yeah, wait a little harder. A lot going on.
Yeah, how's that steak?
I watched this clip, I swear to God, for fucking months, like just over and over again. I can't believe I never sent it to you. I would have sent it to you for sure.
No, I've never said that.
Yeah.
It's gold.
Why'd you start talking about Macho Man? Oh, your mate's mate.
Let's not get onto that.
Yeah, what'd you call the frog? No, not the frog.
The frog version of Macho
I
Man.
know. You have to say, you're wearing that fucking Destiny t-shirt. I just realised you got a new Coca-Cola bottle. I actually recognised it.
Yeah.
I was watching clips about the best Fallout, which was it the best Fallout or the one that failed the most? And they said the biggest departure was the last one failed the hardest, but the biggest departure from Styles was between 2 and 3 or something. Like they were saying that one wasn't well received by fans at all.
The first two were like more like a strategy, tactical.
Go closer to your mic, mate.
Me?
Me.
Thank God I didn't have to say it. Anyway, continue.
The first two, 1 and 2, were they're like ISO view, tactical, like strategy. Whereas then they sold the rights, I think, to Bethesda, and they picked it up, and then they turned it into first-person shooter.
Yeah.
And from 2 to 3 was the biggest jump. 4, I think, has done the best, like financially, because they just
Marketed
perfectly.
Yeah.
I never saw any of the marketing. It's the only one I've ever played.
Probably as far as all the Fallout games, not including 76, it's probably the weakest.
What do you mean?
Just it's not very good.
4?
Yeah.
Did you play Fallout?
Oh, that's the only one I've ever played.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
4. Yeah, same. That's the only one I ever played too. I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was great as well.
Yeah, it was okay. Story.
mean?
No, it was okay.
Based on what?
I guess it's hard because he's probably played.
I've played
the others.
Look, I never played 1 and 2, but I've played 3 and 4.
I remember seeing New Vegas.
3 in New Vegas.
I remember you showing me New Vegas.
They're
I didn't quite understand.
they're a whole nother. Yeah, they're a whole nother thing.
But I remember hearing that 3 wasn't well received by the general consensus.
As far as it wasn't, but what it did, like as far as what it introduced, an open world RPG, something similar to Oblivion and Skyrim.
Yep.
But on post-apocalyptic, scale, it was just crazy. Like what was achieved with it. Story-wise, it was okay. It wasn't, nothing too crash hot. New Vegas is probably considered the best one out of all of them, the best Fallout game.
Why? The story or because of the gameplay?
Bit of both.
Isn't it the same?
No.
Is the story different
in New Vegas
throughout the Fallout history?
Yeah.
It's different?
Yeah, because it's not like... every character is like a unique... every character is a different character.
It's not just bunker, right? Or a vault, whatever.
It's always a vault.
Yeah.
But basically, between 3 and New Vegas is probably 300 years apart.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's between 3 and 4, it's only 10 years apart.
Right, okay.
But between 1 and 3...
But it's such a dramatic change in those 10 years.
Yeah. New Vegas is more based around the fact that there's factions. There's factions in all of them, but the multiple endings in New Vegas are just apparently just over. I don't know.
Did you even finish it?
Yeah.
I've got to ask you that because if you tell me that there's multiple endings, do you ever see one?
He's on the defense quick. He's like, yeah.
No, Fallout 3, there's only one ending, but then in New Vegas, there's multiple. I think there's 16 to 20 endings.
But
yeah,
I don't know.
Because depending on which, with the factions you side with, and
the one that just came out, 5, that was broken on release, and that was broken for ages. But what else was stuffed with it?
In Fallout 4?
No,
76.
76.
Servers were broken.
It was
gameplay
glitchy.
The game itself was busted, but was there anything else actually wrong with the concept? Because it was all online, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's all online.
I think people like the concept. I think people like the gameplay aspect of it. It was the problem was, from what I read, that just glitchy, servers were shit, laggy.
Popping, a lot of popping, texture just popping, a character's just walking and they just die and I don't know why, and then all the textures pop in and there's 3 monsters attacking you.
How many other games are online only?
Pretty much almost all of them are online now.
I would say so.
Oh, sorry, I mean, as in... What do you mean,
No,
as in not single player.
As in not... Fallout 76, that was a single player game, but it was online, as in you were always playing... Like World of Warcraft.
Wasn't it?
Fallout 76, I mean...
No, 76 is, but I don't think the previous ones ever were.
No, they were always single player.
No, that wasn't... That was single player.
That was single, wasn't it?
76.
Yeah.
That was online only, right? As in you had to be online.
I think it was.
Yeah, you can't play on your own.
Yeah. What other games are like that now?
A lot of them. Yeah, I think most new games now that come out are probably like that.
Majority.
Do you reckon that's to save money on development?
What do you mean? Well, look at Call of Duty, the last one they brought out. Black Ops 3?
I don't know. I've never played COD.
They scrapped the only reason I even played Call of Duty was for the campaigns. Campaigns were great throughout the history of Call of Duty.
You never played COD, did you?
Not on and off. I think I played...
I mean, there's so many.
Yeah, I've played maybe 2 of them.
I've never played not a single one.
I've played about 6 or so of them, but only the campaign. I never play multiplayer.
Okay.
And then the last one, they came out because Battle Royales are such a big thing now. They came out just with the Battle Royale, and that was their release for the whole year.
It was multiplayer only, no single player story.
There's no campaign, and that's what they're famous for, the good campaigns. No one gives a shit about no recoil shooting FPS games.
Even though that they're always the biggest selling game of the year. Every year they're the best selling game. Last year, Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah.
Last year, 2018 was the best selling game until Call of Duty came out.
Yeah.
Was that 2018? I thought it was 2017.
No, 18. Start of 2018, I think.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It could have been start of the year.
I'm tripping. I honestly thought it was 2017.
It's almost been 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the new one's out. I haven't even seen it. I haven't bothered.
Yeah, don't bother.
No, I watched some videos. The new Wildlands.
The thing,
Oh, right, yeah.
The thing is with games going online, it's not because it's easier. They're going online because, well, in a way, it is easier, but not because making content it's easier to monetize.
I was going to say, you
loot-
inject loot boxes straight into that.
Yeah, and that's it.
You can't inject into single player. No one's going to do it.
They've tried it.
Look at Shadow of Mordor or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
exactly.
They tried it with that. No one spent a dime. It's just people complained that you can't get anything without buying shit.
Same
Shadow of
thing.
Mordor.
Yeah, the Lord of the Rings game.
That's the one I was trying to tell you about. Yeah.
I wouldn't spend a
Second
minute.
one wasn't nothing too crash high. First one was good.
I like their enemy system.
Yeah, that's
the Nemesis
fantastic.
system.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like,
How does that work?
You kill a monster, and it's a scenario-based thing. So, like, if he gets away, he'll remember you, and he'll develop that hatred of you for that reason.
Tell me there was another.
Yeah, that's the one I was
Is that the one
talking
you were
about.
talking about?
Part 1 and 2. Yeah,
I don't remember that being based on Lord of the Rings. Maybe
Yeah, I
that's
told
why
you.
didn't tell me.
No, I told you. I told you.
Because if you told me it was on Lord of the Rings, I wouldn't have even thought. I wouldn't have even listened to your rabble about it.
It's based loosely.
Yeah.
on
No,
it.
that's why.
Nah.
What a sneak! Dude, because he knows I hate Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Seriously, he was
So
telling
he's
me.
like, "Is a game short? Shadow of Mordor?" You're like, "What?"
No,
Lord
he
of the
was
what?
telling me. I remember.
Nah,
for ages-
man.
Nah, fuck off. You are a sneak, dude. For ages, he was telling me about this game that was sort of like fantasy, but not. He goes, "You'd like the gameplay, but the cool thing is with the enemy system, they remember you. They come back stronger.
Yeah, that's it.
And if you've attacked them and killed them with a certain spell or something, they'll
Yeah.
remember what the attack
Yeah,
was.
if you burn them, if you stab them, yeah.
I'm
yeah.
They come
telling
back
you,
with, yeah,
for the
disfigurements
life of
and all
me,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought, that's pretty interesting. He never told me it was Lord of the Rings based.
Yeah.
Because there's no way I would.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at the top of the thing it says Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings
You
Shadow
admitted
one.
that information.
No, I didn't.
You were such a
I did never. I do not recall. I can neither confirm nor deny that, Dim.
You don't think I would remember something like Lord of the Rings game?
No, I don't know.
I don't, can you imagine him looking it up and be like, coming back to you and be like, "Is this Lord of the Rings?" You'd be like, "Nah, it's Lord of the Flies or some shit." I don't know.
Shadow of the Kings. What? You are such a dickhead. Are you for real?
What?
You actually lied to me.
I don't lie.
But hang on, because the first game was fun. Like, it was fun until you finished it.
Yeah.
So you can't not play something because you don't like a series or a movie.
Yeah, okay.
I think
If
that.
the gameplay is good,
Yeah,
if they brought out a Red Dead series and you thought, "Oh, this is low budget, it's shit, they fucked it up," would you stop playing the games?
If they brought out a Red Dead movie.
Movie, TV,
Oh.
whatever, anything.
No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You wouldn't.
Yeah, but the movies stink.
Mortal Kombat 1 was the classic, alright?
Mortal Kombat 1's the best.
Exactly.
Best movie ever.
Think of it this way.
The only game adaptation movie that
ever
probably-
worked.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's the
I
only
watched a
one
lot
that's
of
ever
videos on that, man. Not Scott the Was. It was either a What Culture video or the other dudes that do the same videos.
Yeah.
What Culture. They said, what were the best movie video game adaptations?
Yeah.
There's heaps that we haven't even heard of.
I have.
Yeah? Like what?
Well, all the Japanese ones you probably haven't heard of.
What
There's a
Japanese
lot.
ones?
Bleach.
Bleach.
What's Bleach?
It's an anime. Plus game.
I've never heard of either of those.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Alright.
throw some at me, baby. Come on.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, there is a lot.
I'm saying the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Did they ever make a Tekken movie? No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did actually.
Did they?
Yeah, with Holly Valance.
No, wait. No. Wasn't that Dead or Alive?
Oh yeah, it was too. Sorry, I was too.
Was it Dead or Alive?
It was Dead or Alive. Yeah.
Mate.
Oh, actually, was it? Google it, man.
I think you need to check that. Holly Valance in Dead or... Was it Dead or Alive?
I think it was Dead or
Oh,
Alive.
you pointed at the screen. Google it, man. Hang on. Holly Valance. I'll look her up. Holly Valance, movie.
Yeah. No, you have to...
There's probably going to be like 10 movies there,
What
man.
the hell was she in? She was in something.
There's one or the other. They made a Street Fighter one as well. I mean,
I didn't mind
Ladies and gentlemen,
not the Van Damme one. They made
Dead or
another
Alive.
one.
Yeah,
the
they did,
the
yeah.
Chun Li one.
2006. I was right.
It was Dead or Alive.
Oh, was that 2006?
Yeah, man. Yeah, she's got like 2 kids or something now, doesn't she?
I don't follow her on, my Instagram.
No, actually, no. I know of. No, I've met her mother. Like her grandmother was a friend of my mum's.
I remember you telling me that back then, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, all right. What other video game adaptations are there? Off the top of your head, without me
Attack on
Googling it.
Titan.
Resident Evil.
I'll Google it now.
Oh my god.
I've never seen any of them.
Stop.
I watched, I think, the first one or the
Need for
second one.
Speed.
Oh, yeah, Need for Speed.
Yeah, but Need for Speed was just like Fast and Furious, yeah?
I don't know. I never saw it.
I never saw it.
I never saw it either.
No, but essentially it would be like...
It would be.
It was a guy making
Yeah, because
without
Need for
Johnson,
Speed didn't have a story. Did it have a story?
I had the guy from Breaking Bad.
What guy?
The blonde guy, the young guy, the main character.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he was in the movie?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Well, the game itself, I mean...
No, they don't have stories other than the
other story. It was just a racing game.
Other than the underground.
Yeah.
Other than the underground ones, those ones had story.
They kind of add little characters to like, hey, you got to do this for this
It's
guy.
like Road Rash 3D, where they had the characters. Do you remember Road Rash? Me and this guy remember it. You don't remember Road Rash?
No.
You call yourself a gamer. Dude, Road Rash is...
Before his time. Probably wasn't even born
man.
yet.
It's not that, what are you talking about? Like 5 years apart.
Yeah, in that 5 years, Road Rash clearly fell off.
Well, how old are you?
I just
He's
turned
30. Just turned
Oh, he's
30.
not that old. How do you not know that?
Exactly.
All right, can you all right, just can you pull up a picture or something so I can at least see?
How quickly he turned. He's defending you.
I'm going to open it myself. Road Rash. What system was it on?
Mega Drive.
I didn't have a Mega Drive.
He's so quick to... Dude, how'd you know that?
No, I never had a Mega Drive.
That was an Unreal, yeah. That was Unreal.
It was on Mega Drive. It was also on... Wasn't it ported to other consoles?
I've never seen it anything other than...
Master System.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No,
Because I had a little shitty, I had a Master System version like the cart, and I had the Master System adapter for my Game Gear. So I played a lot of Master System games on my Game Gear on that little screen.
I know they've made like a one. You can get one on Steam, and it's supposed to be like an
identical copy.
Yeah, like some fans of it have made
There's
their
a lot
own
of that.
version.
It's a fan
made.
It's not called Road Rage though. It's called something else, but it's
Road Rash.
Oh, sorry, Road Rage. I said Road Rage. Yeah.
They did the same
Road
with
Rage is GTA.
Yeah, no, I
is it?
was thinking of something.
No, I'm saying like Road Rage
as a
concept would just be GTA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that was what I was going to ask you. Did you ever play Drive Club?
Yes.
Did you play it?
I did like Drive Club
on
a lot.
PC or
on PlayStation.
PS4?
No, it was
Yeah.
PlayStation.
that
I played a little
exclusive?
bit of it. Yeah, that was if you had
exclusive.
Yeah, it was made specifically for the PS4.
Yeah.
And if you had your PS Plus membership, you got it for free.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's where I played it. Yeah.
Yeah.
When was this?
I got it last year, I think.
Yeah, I got maybe
Because
2
I never
years ago.
I saw reviews on it. I was watching reviews on it. And
It's a good
looks
game.
sick.
Yeah.
So
But they just stopped supporting it.
there's no support for it online at all.
No, it was like a franchise game for the console, and then they
that
stopped
was online
support
only.
after 2 years. Yeah.
No, you could play. It was on. You had to be online, but you could play like Time Attack or something on your
Yeah,
own.
you could play it on your own.
But you need an internet connection. Well, one because it's through PS Plus. You can't play anything on.
And it was
PS
all
Plus
about
without-
And it was all about like making clubs with other races.
Yeah. Different
creating your own
different
clan.
styles.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
why did they stop support for it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I have
They just
no
stopped.
idea.
Maybe because Gran Turismo came out and
They're still making Gran Turismo.
yeah, they made one
Oh fuck yeah!
When was the last one?
It's coming out.
2 years ago.
There's a
Same
new
thing.
one.
It came out around the same
Coming out
time.
now.
I'm pretty sure I saw a trailer for one. Yeah, and they're like
No.
fucking Unreal. Yeah,
No.
I'm sure there was.
They won't release anything now because they just announced a PS5, so they'll release it. with that.
I think they said it's going to be for PS5.
Okay.
Do I
maybe.
have to find this now?
You can look it up if you want.
Hang on.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it was a GT. Could have been a different racing game, but it looked like
Possibly.
a GT.
The Ridge Racer.
It was like
Ridge Racer.
It was
They don't
heavily,
make that anymore.
like heavily realistic. It looked like it would lag to shit on a PS4.
Yeah, probably.
Hang on. Gran Turismo.
They're saying with the PS5's all backwards compatibility now.
Finally,
NHL Face Off.
You reckon? All of them?
They're saying
they're saying backwards to PS4.
no.
I thought they said PS4 only.
No, I heard they're saying all the way back.
Are they?
Yeah, but disc based.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you can only do it on disc. You won't be able to do like download. Maybe to 4 on digital.
Yeah.
But as
Hang
far
on,
as
here we
1,
go.
2, 3,
No. Wait a second. The PS5 will support backwards compatibility with seemingly all PS4 games. That's it.
That's all it says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could have sworn I was listening to a podcast the other day and they said all the way back.
PS5 play PS3. Compatible with PS4, PSVR. Will not extend to PS3, PS2, PS1.
Is this official PS post or is this like a review sort of thing?
This is from theweek.co.uk.
Never heard of it.
I'm sure there's probably still
Not credible.
unknown information. Hey, if you said Wikipedia, I would have just out the window.
Never heard of it. You're such a fuckhead. Never heard of it. Actually, that's what I was going to ask you guys about. I was going to discuss PS5.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Have you seen it? Have you seen the things?
I don't know if that was real or a prototype or something. It looked ugly, right?
I don't know. It looked a bit weird. All right, hang on. PS5, what we need to know. What we need to know. What we know. Okay?
You know what game I'm hanging for? They'll probably release it on that. Have you heard of Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah. I feel like you've got the name wrong. I'm sure you're close.
Well, it's TSU Tsushima.
Was it?
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah.
Oh, maybe. I can't
Google
remember.
it, Tim.
I can't remember the actual... You might be right. I can't actually remember the name.
No, pull it up. Look
That
at the footage of it. It's
nuts.
pretty. Yeah.
What am I looking for? The game?
Yeah,
Footage of the game?
yeah, trailer, like footage. Yeah.
Okay, hang
And
on.
it's the same people who made Infamous.
Oh, was it the same people?
Yeah, because they haven't made anything since Infamous came out.
Yeah.
Infamous 2.
Yeah.
And that was when the console released 5 years ago.
What's this game called? Ghost of
Tsushima.
Tsushima.
Yeah.
You were right.
Oh, well done.
Tsushima.
Indication!
Hang on. Oh, there was an E3 gameplay debut.
Yeah.
Hang on, wait, this was 2018.
Yeah, they haven't released it. That's all they've shown on it.
And these all go for like 10 minutes.
No, just...
Oh, here's the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay. Ghost of Tsushima trailer. So the trailer came out last year, and the game's gonna be released on PS5.
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah, it's alright, isn't it?
So what are they developing it on? No, I think that's a legitimate question.
We have to keep in mind that like most publishers that are big enough to develop AAA games probably have all this information long before we get it.
Okay.
So if that,
Sure.
It's supposed to be when the Mongols tried to invade Japan.
When did the Mongols try to invade Japan?
1274, it said on the screen.
Someone's not watching.
Well, I'm not. I'm trying to do this.
But that's just the trailer. It's not in-game footage.
You're a dickhead.
You are a warrior. I can see that. You trained your whole life for this. And you have won battles that lesser men have called unwinnable, yes? But while you were sharpening your sword, do you know how I prepared for today? I learned. I know your language.
I feel like there's a difference to the one I saw.
This is just the original trailer.
Your beliefs.
What's this about?
You're the lone samurai that tries to defend an island against the Mongols.
Okay.
Wish to burn? So I'll ask you once again, samurai. Do you surrender?
Wait a second. Is he on fire?
It's just a trailer. It's not, yeah.
Gojira.
You know
No, that's
why?
all.
You know why I thought you got the name wrong? Because I haven't seen this. This is a different game to the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. I'm trying to think of the name. I can't remember it, but that's why I thought he got the name wrong.
So, how about some gameplay footage?
No, you can't. You can't. You got to cock tease it a little bit.
There's an actual 10-minute video. You know what you do? Put it on, but mute it so it can run on the background.
Why?
So you can look at it while we talk.
No, I want to jerk off when I get home about it. We're all right. It's too distracting. Don't play it. I'm going to keep looking at it. I'm not going to concentrate on you guys.
The graphics look unreal, and that's from what they've shown now.
So that's going PS5.
I would say so, yeah. Unless they release it next year.
Wait. At the end of that, what did it say? PS4.
No idea.
At the very end, there was a PS something.
Why don't I just look up the game itself and just see what the release date is?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. What was it called? Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes.
I just spelled GOT. Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm really curious what game I was talking about now.
Why don't you just put the phone down at your lap?
Because I can't see past the mic.
Oh my god. Alright, hang on. Platform. PlayStation 4.
They're saying 4, yeah, but it's the same thing with, The Last of Us. They're saying it's going to be on 4, but more than likely it'll release on 4 and 5.
Yeah, well, GTA 5 released on 3 and 4.
Yeah, but the thing is, they got a set date on the 5, which is next year in summer, is it next year our summer?
What is?
PS5.
See? It's terrible. I can't concentrate on
PS5. So they're gonna, if they're gonna release a game that close, 8 months away from a brand new console, they'll have to release it. But say if it's 2-3 years apart,
or they release it now for the people that can't wait, and then they have already the PS5 copy. They're just going to sit in the back.
Yeah, they might
re-release it on PS5,
but they won't turn down making money, and they'll say you have to pay for it.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it'll just be a revenue thing.
What do you guys know about the PS5 so far?
Not much.
A couple of little specs about how fast it is and all that. 16 times faster than a PS4 or something like that. I read.
16 times faster. Actually, can I ask you a question? What operating system are you running at home?
On my
PC.
It's a good question. I'm running an i5 77K, I think.
Operating system.
Oh, Windows 10.
10. What are you using?
7.
I'm using 7 as well. You know, support got pulled like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
You like Windows 10?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm just used to it. It's like picking up a phone.
No, are you serious? I just asked you if you like Windows 10.
Let me. So between all the Windows since XP, I don't really see much difference. Same layout, same bars, the start bar's down the bottom left, the taskbar's on the bottom right. It's the same shit to me.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
I went to Costco because I'm looking at maybe getting a new computer, and I was looking at laptops at Costco, just dicking around on them, and they had a gaming one that had Windows 10. I went to the start bar and I'm like, what the hell is this? This is a whole nother world.
I hate Windows 10.
Okay, well,
I'm using Windows 10 at work.
I can't use an iPhone. I mean, I use an iPhone now, and I can't use a Samsung fucking Galaxy. That's what you sound like to me. You can't adapt to a new OS. Just like an old person can't adapt to a fucking Samsung from an iPhone.
I can't adapt to a new OS.
Well, that's what you're saying, isn't it?
No, what I'm saying is I don't like it. I'm not saying that.
What don't you like about it?
I hate the fact that it feels like it's on rails. The same way, like, to quote him.
Give me something a little bit more than that.
Dude, I was trying to connect a printer for someone, like, yesterday. It literally wouldn't let me just make something a default printer.
I had that problem on every OS. You can't single...
Just because you're inept at OS.
I have had that problem on every OS.
I've never had that problem.
It's a meme, for fuck's sake. Look it up. You can't connect a printer to any OS.
No. I don't mean as in you find the printer and it just fails to connect, or it doesn't find the printer. I mean, you physically have to go through 100 pages to find printer, and then it doesn't even give you a straightforward set default printer.
Isn't that the printer's fault?
It just it just exists. It's on rails, man. It feels like it's set up. They've tried to do what Apple did and just made something just plain down. Whereas XP and 7, you actually felt like you were in control of the fucking computer. You could literally go in and hardwire whatever you want. You could derail shit.
You can do that.
No, you can't.
You can.
You can't.
It's fully customizable.
You're such a car salesman, man.
Mine's customized.
I've got you cruising in a 2005 Astra. What?
Mine's customized. I really don't see the difference. Don't get me wrong. The layout is different. So finding the customization is different. Yes,
that's the whole point.
It's harder.
But do you know why? Because they don't expect you to find it. Because they expect you to be just some shit kicker that just like the games.
Well, if you're not, then you just find it.
I'm telling you that
I'll walk you through it one day. We'll go through it together.
You're an idiot.
8 and 10 are like identical.
PS5.
There's literally no difference between the two.
8
and 10, yeah.
Who got 8?
Well, if you got 8, you got upgraded to 10 for free.
Nah, man, I never even saw 8. I don't think I ever saw 8.
It lasted like a year or something, and then they released that free upgrade.
Actually, I think I saw it once on my old man's laptop, and I actually uninstalled it.
I want to know why there's no 9.
What do you mean?
There's like this whole speculation thing about like why there's no 9.
Because 9 was probably a beta or something, and it never went anywhere, and then they just superseded it with something else. Heaps of stuff always does that, man.
Yes.
Gaming consoles do that. Man, that's why the whole reason why Sega Saturn and Dreamcast had died. I've spent a lot of time watching Sega videos the last thing. Sega screwed up because they had the Genesis, and then for some idiotic reason, in order to compete with the 64 and the PS1, they brought out the Mega CD, which was nothing, when they were already halfway to getting the Saturn out on the market.
Yeah.
They completely skipped out on that. The Saturn had like 40 release titles.
Yeah.
And then you had a Saturn.
Yeah, I had one. That was unreal.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It was actually a really good machine. And then, they skipped out on that, killed it off, and then put the Dreamcast out. By that point, they were well behind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't mind Dreamcast.
You had a Dreamcast as well, didn't you?
I can't remember. I think I had a Saturn, not a Dreamcast.
I know you definitely had a Saturn. I remember playing.
I think we went from Saturn to PlayStation.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I like the Dreamcast memory cards. They were really cool.
What was that? What were they?
It's like a little Wait, you're going to hate me for saying this. It's like, you know the Tamagotchis?
Oh my god. Tamagotchis.
Tamagotchis.
I love you were hammering him about pronunciation before. In your native tongue, you cannot pronounce the most common word.
Do you say masturbate or masturbate?
What?
Do you say masturbate or masturbate?
Jerk off. Jerk off.
See, that's interesting. I don't say jerk off. I say beat off.
Yeah, I say beat
Or
off.
fap.
What are you hitting me with here?
I'm just curious.
We're talking about the Sega Saturn.
No,
You're asking me how
pronunciation. I was just asking. What do you say pronunciation?
I'm going to punch you in the head.
Anyway, it's a memory card, right? It's a little, but it's like a little pet in your hand as well. So it's got like a little directional arrows and 2 little buttons on it. And you can take it with you as well, so it's like battery charged. And then once you're ready to plug it into your controller to use it as a memory card, you plug it into the controller, you load the games off that. It was cool.
So your memory card is a Tamagotchi built into it?
Yeah. And it's incorporated into... Oh, shit, sorry. It's incorporated into the actual... Like, if you play Sonic, for example, Sonic had integrated versions of that little character on that memory card as well.
Wait, so you had the Dreamcast?
I had a friend who had it, and I used to be there all the time with it. I had my own little memory card, because, I mean, everyone did.
I don't remember this being a cool thing.
It was cool.
I don't remember it. But some of these consoles, especially Sega, they were like ahead of some of the things that we're coming up with now.
Yeah.
And that was back then, but they advertised, like, was it the Saturn or the Dreamcast? They announced it on the day, like at not E3,
No,
but
it was Sega Saturn.
It was a Saturn. They announced it on the day at an expo.
Yeah, and PS1...
And the retailers weren't even ready to take orders.
They didn't have it, and then PS1 came in and just undercut them by $100.
Yeah.
The CEO of Sony, he had a whole list, he had a whole speech basically lined up, and then Saturn, like you heard about Saturn's launch, you know, and their price was like $400 or $300, something ludicrous at the time. CEO of PlayStation just gets up and goes $200 and just walks off. And everyone just started applauding hard.
That's fucked.
That killed them. That literally killed them. They weren't ready for it. Shops didn't have them.
Yeah.
That's like when the Xbox... Was it the 360? No, it was for the 4. I think it was for the PS4. When they were advertising the Xbox One, like when they were making a jump, it's starting to advertise for Xbox One and PS4. Xbox came out and said that when you had a game, the game would be... Because all games had to be online. That's what they originally were advertising.
They
online only.
2 seconds, yeah.
No, you had to have online connection at all times.
Yeah.
And
but they discontinued. They stopped that.
Yeah, but because of Sony.
Yeah.
Because what happened was, like, well, if you want this game, it's yours, but you can't give it to your friend to borrow.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
and Sony comes out. Yeah. Sony comes out like 2 days later. They do this whole little skit. You're like, "This is my game."
Yeah,
he's holding it.
Yep.
I'm giving it to my friend. He can play it whenever he wants. Yeah, and he can give it back.
You remember that's how Sega screwed over Nintendo during the console wars with the Mega Drive and the. You know what? Do you know what Super Nintendo was called in Japan?
Famicom, isn't it? Yeah.
What is it? The Super Famicom.
Famicom?
You never heard of that?
No.
I always used to hear it referenced. I had no idea what it was. It's actually the Super Famicom.
Yeah.
Super Famicom.
Famicom. Famicom.
I think it's supposed to be short for like family computer or something.
Something like that. Dude, I have no idea.
I had never heard that.
Every ad that Mega Drive used to run, or Sega used to run, it always said something like, "This is what Nintendo don't." Yeah. They were hammering it, man, hard about everything. They didn't care.
Yeah.
The console wars were brutal. Now it's sort of all subtle.
They're more like amicable about it. They can't. It's like even that.
It's not like a blatant push out.
Yeah.
Although, actually, have you seen the Samsung ones? They're pretty.
Yeah. No, Samsung and Apple were cutthroat.
They were bad.
But have you looked into the financial state of Xbox, Sony, and Nintendo as developers?
No.
I watched
over the years, you mean?
No, as in right now.
Oh no, not right now.
I was watching a video based on if one of the three were to drop out, who would pay the consequence? Who would push forward? Microsoft lose money on Xbox every year.
Yeah,
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
They're basically only there to keep up because of the popularity of it.
Yeah.
But as a financial element of it, they lose money every year. They don't know how to actually manage it. So if they were to drop out, it wouldn't really nothing would actually happen.
They'd probably profit in the end.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but it keeps their name in living rooms long enough for the rest of the shit that kept going
Competitive.
around. Yeah.
Whereas for Sony, it'd probably be a big.
Sony-
they probably need the income.
They need it because there's nothing else.
Yeah.
What else do they do?
They started off as more like a sound company, weren't they?
Yeah, they made audio software.
Audio. Whereas now they're more known for the console than they are for their TVs,
Yeah.
their audio, and all that. Their movies. Yeah.
Movies suck. So literally, and Nintendo is just sort of teetering. It's
Nintendo, even if they were to pull out of like the Western, like the Western side, they'd still make enough money just from the Japanese audience.
Probably. Just because of nostalgic purposes, I'd get, I'd say.
I don't know, man. Did you buy the have you bought the Mega Drive Mini, the one that came out?
No. Because it's an emulator. It's not an actual console. It's just running an emulator on it.
Can't you play back catalog games?
You can, but they're not going to run like they were on an actual console, on an actual
Why
Mega
not?
Drive. There's lag. Like, when we played Streets of Rage on the Switch?
Yeah.
There was that slight microsecond lag, and you're always just getting hits where you never used to get hit on the original console.
Yeah.
That's what happens. They're basically all the games on this Mini, whatever, Mega Drive Mini, on the Switch, on the PlayStation, on the Xbox, all the old classic games, it's just running an emulator.
What's the point of that?
Well, because it makes it accessible. So
it makes it more
you can download an emulator on your computer and play all the games you ever dreamed as a child. But the issue
They're
is
not going to run the same as they would on a console.
Well, it's similar with ported games as well. Like a lot of ported games, they don't code them properly before they do it. They just kind of sloppily do it in there, and you'll never get 60 FPS.
No. I don't know. Did you see the thing about GTA 6?
No.
You haven't seen it?
No.
They started GTA 6. A lot of it was a couple of weeks ago. GTA 6, what we know. That's all I'll look up.
They wouldn't have started on that yet. They just confirmed that they're making Bully 2.
Have they?
Yeah, that's in the pipe. That's in the pipe at the moment.
What's that going to be based on? As in, like,
it's like a school bully game. Remember the first?
I know what Bully is. I'm just saying,
where does it continue from? Yeah,
I don't know if it continues from the same one or I don't know.
What do you reckon? They put him in high school?
It could be a whole other character.
We were still in high school.
It was a long time ago.
We were in high school. We were in the last years of high school. So 15, 16 years?
Yeah, at least.
At least easy. So that would make it... How old was he in the game? I don't remember.
He was in high school. He was probably 15.
Was he?
Yeah.
So it would be a 32-year-old man at GTA.
GTA. Going around school just beating kids.
It's GTA. Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
Okay. GTA release date. Red Dead Redemption 2 is now be released into the wild for nearly a whole year, blah, blah, blah. Until 2020 for the next Grand Theft Auto, clearly. Rockstar supported GTA Online all this time, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, it'd be probably... thinks a 2020 announcement with a 2021 release would be the best case scenario.
I think that's still too early.
You reckon?
Yeah. Way too early.
I don't know.
Unless they've had a team working on it in the background that no one knew about.
Yeah.
But I've never. Yeah, I think it's.
They pretty much have the 1 or 2 teams that work on the one game for the 3 to 4 or 5 years. That's why they come out so polished.
Yeah. Well, they reckon that it'll be based in Miami, like Florida, like a Florida city. Like what was it? What's the other one called?
There was a Miami one.
Yeah. That was
Miami Vice.
Vice City.
Vice City.
Yeah, they reckon it'll be back to that. Apparently.
Okay. I like Vice City
with options to go. It was called Project Americas, with options to go like internationally, basically.
Nah.
Oh, that'd be a big fucking game.
GTA 6 could be expansive. According to the Reddit poster behind the leak, the game known as Project Americas has been in production since 2015. It was placed on ice while Red Dead was the focus.
Oh, I did hear about Project Americas. Yeah, I did hear about this.
So GTA could be expansive, set across multiple decades, so 70s and 80s locations, one of which is Vice City, another Liberty City, another fictional city based on Rio. Apparently deal with a one-player protagonist named Ricardo, playing their story as a rising drug lord, like inspiration from Netflix's Narco series, yada, 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 yada.
I mean, you got to think about it though. The whole point of GTA games is it's a satire of America.
Yeah.
So it really wouldn't bring them any use of going to other countries. Because then, what's the satire they're going to do on other countries?
Yeah.
They're going to start getting not borderline, they'll start getting pretty much racist.
I was going to say, it's going to borderline racist, and then the country's just going to complain, because I think they did the same thing with Battlefield, was it? There was a thing where, like, they saw either some little black kids or something get shot or something like that, and they had to pull the game and re-edit it. Was it Battlefield?
Wouldn't have been Battlefield.
When have you ever killed kids in a video game?
You know what? It might
Skyrim.
It might have been.
Yeah. But you need the mod for that. You need the mod.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Armageddon?
When do you run over kids in that?
You run over everyone in that.
I don't remember kids in that.
There's kids.
Dude, Carmageddon, man, I played that in 97.
There was definitely kids.
I still remember playing at my cousin's house. Grand Prix weekend, so it would have been like March. I could, if I checked the dates out, I could give you literally the time and place, the date when I played Carmageddon. I thought it was the best game ever.
It was the best game.
But it was bad because I just remember driving around in circles and just the blood splat.
But the thing is, you look at those games from back then compared to like the photorealism now, and you're like, well, you know, what are people getting so uppity about compared to what you can see in games now? Like, there's just a couple of red pixels, you know, going over the screen.
Yeah,
where you hit people. Compared to now, what's capable.
I don't know why the blood aspect is so mentally disarming to people, though, because like.
Psychologically, it's what it is.
But I mean, if it's blue, then everyone's fine with it. If it's green, then everyone's fine with it.
Well, that's what they did.
If it's red, bang, it's like, nah, you can't release.
Well, that's what they had to do on Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo. The blood was green.
The Super Nintendo version of Mortal Kombat was the worst one out of all of it. It was just
but I think
crap. There was no blood. Mega Drive, that actually helped become a proponent of why Mega Drive started pushing forward in that race, because because Genesis was seen as the more mature system, whereas the Super Famicom, Super Nintendo was still seen as the family-based kids shit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you had, and that was the blood rule, what was it? A, B, B, A, C, A, B, C, D, A?
I can't remember.
It was the most famous blood rule, like, it was a code.
Yeah.
You never played Mortal Kombat 1 on console?
I did. I don't remember the bloody codes to them, though.
It was like literally it's like up, down, left, right, whatever. Yeah. You hit the blood rule code at the start, and that would enable blood.
Yeah,
blood
I remember
code.
that. Yeah,
that was basically pushed out there, and that prompted everyone to buy Mega Drive because it was seen as the cooler version.
Yeah,
dude. Psychologically, when you see blood, it's blood. You know what I mean? That's why when they make censored versions of games, they used to have the oil like squirting out of machines and of people, like it'd be green and all that sort of stuff. It dehumanizes the element. My big thing is like big deal. These games, with all the violence and stuff, aren't targeting kids. They're not the target market. Adults are the target market. That's why we have the R rating.
Yeah.
Dude, we were in high school when GTA 3 came out.
That wasn't rated R. That wasn't rated.
It wasn't.
Australia never had a R rating.
Initially, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But then that's when they were pushing for the R rating. What was the first R rated game that came out?
In Australia?
Well, that's a good question, eh? Because I don't remember when they implemented the R rating. So I'm not sure what the first.
You were all over it because you were losing it.
It was on a PS3.
I remember there was a fighting game that was banned in Australia because it couldn't get an R rating.
Oh, that was not Thrill Kill.
It was really weird. Actually, it might have been Thrill Kill, the weird one with the little midget on the sticks.
Calm down, man. Yeah.
Was that Thrill Kill?
It was like a battle. It was like
arena. A 3-on-3 sort of.
Yeah. It was like. Do you know what it was exactly like? Def Jam's fight thing, and you had the Wu-Tang Clan and all them.
Oh, well.
No, it was based on the same engine.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Banned games.
It's saying here that it was Ninja Gaiden 3, but that's not the one I'm thinking.
No, it's not. List of banned video games. Here we go. Manhunt was banned.
Manhunt. That was a.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
That was a Rockstar game, too.
Yeah. Did you ever...
I had that.
Rockstar, I had that bringing us what we want.
I had that on the PS2 ripped.
Hang on. I love you go to banned video games in Wikipedia, and it's got like by country. Australia has got its own page, like based on. Yeah. They were up in arms about this sort of shit, man. Hang on. 50 Cent Bulletproof was banned. Blitz the League, BMX XXX.
You know what's hilarious now? In Australia, to get an R rating game, it's got nothing to do with violence anymore now.
I've seen there.
It's the South Park video game when it came out, the first one, they got an R rating.
Yeah.
Because it had more to do, because Randy gets anally probed.
Yeah.
That was why.
Yeah. If it's got it doesn't have to be violent. I think it's more.
I'm serious.
The sexual aspect of
sexual and
drugs.
Yeah, so it's got to do with sex and drugs. Basically, that's what will get an R rating in Australia.
There's heaps of games. I'm not going to read all of them. Manhunt's there. Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude is there.
Did you ever play that South Park game?
Which one?
The first one.
I played both. Yeah.
Do you love the Australian version?
I believe so.
Well, do you remember when he gets probed? Do you remember what they do?
When he gets probed,
they describe it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, isn't it written or it's described?
No, mine showed it.
Oh, then you didn't play an Australian version then?
I didn't buy it. Yeah, I didn't buy it.
Yeah,
no,
so
maybe
you probably
not.
got it, yeah.
Might have been North American version.
The Aussie one, basically, as he's getting probed, there's, like, they censor it, and then I can't remember if their voices come over and they start speaking and describing what's happening to him, or just the writing comes up and says it. But the thing is, the description is actually worse than actually seeing it because they're describing what's happening to him.
Yeah. That's so.
Yeah.
Did you see Agony?
What was Agony?
The game that's based in like the Seven Circles of Hell.
No.
Oh yeah, I heard about it.
It's like really brutal.
Yeah,
really
I heard about
messed
that game.
up.
Yeah.
And it got originally, I think it got banned because there's rape in hell. Not because of like ripping shit apart and fucking violent shit everywhere and heads and you sucking the eye sockets out of people. No, none of that. Yeah. It's just like this is a couple of demons like raping each other. No, banned in Australia.
Really?
Yeah. And then they had to re-edit it, re-release it for Australian.
Well, I was actually right. Thrill Kill was the game that was...
Oh, such a good game.
It wasn't banned, it was unreleased. So basically, all the shit came out of it. You're right, there was a midget on stilts, there was like a dominatrix sort of shit.
Yeah, a midget on
Stilts.
stilts.
Dude with a scalpel.
Yeah. My mate had an unreleased copy, and it was like a bare bones game. Honestly, one of the most fun games I've ever played. The mechanics were sick.
Yeah.
It was like just a battle arena.
Yeah.
And you were just taking people out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there was little finishing moves and...
Dude, that was developed for the PlayStation by Midway.
Really?
Yeah. Midway were actually making that game. And in the end...
Midway.
Yeah. Hang on. So what happened? The publisher, then it was moved. Builders in new Mortal Kombat. Summer of 98, the North American operations of Virgin Interactive were acquired by Electronic Arts as part of their buyout of developer Westwood Studios. Westwood Studios, what have they done?
That sounds familiar.
It sounds really familiar. Thrill Kill had already finished development. A few weeks before the shipping, the game's release was scrapped by EA because they didn't want to publish a senselessly violent game, as they felt that it would harm their
Command
image.
and Conquer.
Hell?
Was that an EA game?
June. Oh. No, Westwood Studios.
No, I've looked up Westwood. Yeah, it is Command and Conquer.
And June. June was really good as well.
I've just typed in banned games in Australia.
Yeah,
and it came, but for some reason it showed me a link to banned games in America.
Yeah.
Football Manager is on there.
Why?
What? I have no idea. It goes, banned games in America, Football Manager 2004. 2005. I don't know what's banned.
What were they doing? Raping each other in the locker rooms?
I don't know.
Just dice. Gambling. Illegal gambling.
Look.
Why would Football Manager 2 be banned in... No. Yeah, but that's just a... so you're wondering why it's a related...
Yeah, because it came up games that were banned.
Football. Here are some games...
But games don't get banned.
Hang on. Here are some games that were actually banned in Australia, yeah? I'm not going to name these really obscure ones. Manhunt was one. Did you ever play Manhunt?
Yeah.
Was it any good?
It was alright.
I never played
it. It wasn't like their best game, but it was okay. It reminded me a little bit of, what's that Arnie movie? Where it's like,
Twins.
Is it The Running Man?
Yeah, Running Man.
It reminded me a lot of that.
Twins. Yeah, right.
It reminded me a lot of Running Man.
Okay.
It's because like, you're a criminal like on death row who's about to be executed, and you get like released into like basically levels, and there's gangs there, and you've got to make your way out of those levels.
Yeah.
But you're being televised as well at the same time.
Okay.
It just kind of reminded me.
Yeah. Hang on. Postal 2. Did you ever play those?
Postal? I heard of them. I never played them.
I played the first one. It was pretty bad. It was bad. And that was 97 as well. That was before Columbine.
Oh, wow.
They said Postal was one of the influences of Columbine. Reservoir Dogs. They actually made a game called Reservoir Dogs.
I did see that.
Okay.
Never played it. Saints Row 4.
Saints Row was good.
They got banned. Wait, what is this banned?
That's probably because of no, they didn't get banned.
I've seen it on Steam.
No. Hang on.
They re-released. They would have edited it.
Saints Row 4 in 2013 was banned because of implied sexual violence and drug use related to incentives and rewards. An appeal was lodged but failed through the content involving sexual violence was overturned. The drug use was not. An edited version was released, lacking a mission involving alien narcotics. Okay, so I'm guessing someone gets probed.
Yeah, it sounds like.
Was 4 the one when, the aliens or like you're in hell?
I think it was the aliens.
So 3 was the one with the big purple dildo, yeah?
I never played.
You can run around like as if it was a baseball bat.
Yeah.
And you're just running around whacking people with it.
Dildo saber.
Yeah, it was massive. And we're like,
Yeah. Silent Hill Homecoming was banned.
Okay.
Did you play Silent Hills?
Yeah, I played Silent Hills.
I played the first one. That was it.
I played the first 2, I think.
I don't
Yeah,
play.
no.
I don't play horror games. I'm a wuss.
Really?
I'll play-
You actually wait. You don't play them because you're a wuss.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I don't like.
You didn't play Resident Evils?
No.
Hang on. No. Wait. You actually don't play horror games because they're unnerving.
You know you buried yourself here, right?
Yeah, I know. I play games to enjoy, not to crap my pants.
Nothing but soft, positive language from now on.
Where's my? I need a safe space. I think.
Safe space on this podcast. Yeah, all right, man. For real?
Yeah.
What's the scariest game you've ever played?
Wait, so did you play
Fallout 3.
Did you play Last of Us?
No, never played it.
I never played it, but it looked good.
I played a little
I wouldn't
bit of it.
consider that like a horror game though.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of what
There are like
games-
zombie weird things in there.
Oh, look, I've played.
Fallout 3.
I've played. What's that one that's on PS4? It's a zombie one as well, and like you're on an island. And
100
Dead Island?
No, and it's like parkour, first person parkour.
Oh, Dying Light.
Dying Light. I've played that, and that's
I haven't played any of these games.
Dying Light's alright.
Yeah, it was alright.
The Witcher 2 was banned.
Sexual. I'm sure there's sexual.
Banned
stuff.
because of sexuality and nudity
Yeah.
in relation to his incentives and rewards.
Of
A
course.
side quest was given an edit where a choice to accept sex as a reward is automatically turned down.
So they banned it for a side. It's not even. How offended would you be? You don't even get banned for the main quest. You get banned for the side quest.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, that's going to take us a while to fix. Fuck you.
Yeah, but then the trick is you take it out and sell it as DLC.
That's true. But with slightly edited.
Can you imagine like the video game company like facing this? Like the guy comes in, he's like, Christ, they've banned it. This guy's sitting on his couch with his arms behind his head. We'll just take it out and just sell it as a DLC after Christmas.
Well, you know.
Yes. You've saved this company.
Promote that man.
Well, you know what? Talking about stuff.
He's not in his Destiny t-shirt. Anyway, continue.
No, I was gonna say, talking about like stuff that they got to take out of games.
Yeah.
You know that whole thing about last time we were on with the NBA, the 2K gambling
the
thing.
roulette thing. Yeah.
I don't know if I ended up. Did I post that thing on the WhatsApp about
What?
Angry Joe? That video? Did I post it?
Was that the really long one? And I said, this guy's draining my life.
No. This one here, basically, they wrote a letter. Angry Joe, he wrote a letter to the Peggy and to the US whatever they're called, ESBR, I think they're called. The people who rate
Which
games.
are the bodies of the
people who rate the games, and they actually confirmed to him that they don't actually play the games.
Yeah.
To rate them.
Fair enough. Yeah.
The people who make the game have to send in a video of 10 minutes or something.
It was a podcast, whatever, like 3 guys losing it, and one of them didn't actually understand that they never played the games.
Yeah, and basically...
They'll just see the title.
It's like, it's the company's responsibility to show us the worst parts of the game.
Yes. Yeah.
And they're like... Otherwise, they wouldn't know they'd be none the wiser of what's actually in the game.
Yeah.
So, the fact that quest was in there means that they would have sent that in to Peggy.
Yeah.
Well, this is one of the things
Yeah.
that's in the game. So if they didn't include it, it would have been in there.
But if they didn't include it, then apparently, like in their terms, if you don't include it, that you get into big shit.
Yeah, but if they don't play, how are they going to find out?
Well, because someone out there is going to fucking troll.
Yeah, that's true. But the people who are complaining about it aren't the people playing those games.
Oh, I know.
So they're not going to know what's in it.
You know what I understand?
It's always a risk.
Yeah, true.
Sorry, I don't understand this. Grand Theft Auto 3 was originally released uncut with an MA15 because it was later banned due to sexual violence, including prostitutes.
Yeah.
Censored version, lacking the ability to pick up prostitutes, was later released, and then a version restoring the use was released like last year. No, this year. No, 26th of September, a month ago. With the version restoring the use of prostitutes and rated R.
Yeah.
But, violence against prostitutes, they have an issue with. But killing
that's
anyone else, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
I don't understand their logic to why violence is okay, but anything about sexualized something, like a prostitute, nah.
Well, I don't know. Is it, sexual violence is worse than murder, apparently.
Yeah, but it's not even sexual violence because they're sex workers, which is fine. As in, it's it's world renowned. It's
Yeah,
fine.
of course.
As in it exists.
Brothels illegal.
But it's not sexual violence. You're just killing
True.
characters. It's not sexual violence.
Yeah.
It's not like rape and murder.
No, I'm saying literally anything with the tag of sexual, like a prostitute,
Yeah.
automatically comes under
Do you
fire.
reckon the game would have been banned if there was sexual violence against male prostitutes?
No.
No, it's a legitimate
That's a good question. No, that's true.
really
That's a
don't
very
think
good
they
question.
would. I really don't think they would.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Like you had that, what was it?
When was the last game you saw with a male prostitute?
Never.
Yeah. So I don't think
Juice Bigger. Didn't you play the Juice Bigelow game?
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
That was a game.
No way.
Nah, you're talking about Leisure Suit Larry.
No.
That one
That
was banned.
that was brilliant. What a game.
I picked up the entire collection. And, what was it? It was on Steam, but through some third party like GOG. Years ago.
Yeah. I used
Through
to
that.
man.
Yeah. For like $5, the entire collection. Like
Entire collection?
Yeah, for like $9.
Yeah.
So
Have you
9
seen
games
the
for like.
first one? The first one's just blocky as shit.
Oh yeah.
They're still good games. They're funny.
No, they're funny.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's an actual question. That's a legitimate question. If it was a gigolo,
Yeah.
would the game still be banned? I don't think it would.
I don't think it would either.
It's
No,
just
I don't
violence
think so.
against women.
Yeah.
Perceived in
Yeah.
that nature.
Yeah. Especially in this country.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.